Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And this is Jordan Tower, JT News. We got some updates on the whole Nip Hustle case that's going on. There was court today. Let's get into that. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. I appreciate you guys. It's the last story of the night, and we'll pick it up in the morning. I appreciate you. I hope you had a good day, a positive day, and let's just get right into it. Let's wrap the day up. I don't really like talking about this too much, but it has to be reported on. So this guy, there was a court case today, and this woman that was the getaway driver, she had to testify. She got immunity for offering information. She lets people know that he was going back there for revenge in a way, because it really was confirmed that this had to do with a conversation about this guy telling on people, and it wasn't a aggressive conversation, but the guy took enough offense to it to leave, go get some chili cheese fries, leave, come back with two weapons in hand, and go at everybody. This was a day where, I guess, see, the story keeps changing, where Nipsey, he was just stopping by the store real quick. That, it's like, now it's turning into, he was doing a bunch of talking with fans and friends and signing autographs. I mean, it looked like that was going on. I don't think it was a scheduled event, though. It just, he was stopping by the store, and he owned that whole strip mall. So this thing happened with Eric Holder, and then he came back and, opened fire, and then Nipsey said, "You got me," after he was popped. Oh, man. And so they're still saying Holder's public defender had sought to keep grand jury proceedings secret until after his trial, saying it could jeopardize a fair trial. I mean, this guy doesn't deserve a fair trial. I mean, he's the guy. They've released some documents on this whole thing now, and that's why this is all coming out. Deputies stood close behind the defendant, who wore glasses and a yellow jail shirt, wrist cuffed, while other deputies were scattered throughout the courtroom. Documents include the prosecutor's opening statement during the May hearing, as well as several witnesses. Prosecutor's case against Holder, two other wounded during the shooting, so they're a part of it too. They indicted Holder, $6.5 million bail. If convicted, he better face life. He better do life in prison. So I can't believe they're giving this. This was all a personal dispute. It wasn't something deep. I know a lot of people on the internet, for some reason, are trying to pin people against each other. People that were once mentors to Nipsey. I saw some leaked footage today of someone that was in the car with Nipsey, filming him behind a car seat, to have him on the phone or having a conversation with somebody. That's spooky, man. Whoever was around him doing that, you're the worst kind of person, man. The worst kind of person. Who would sit behind somebody and film them? I do not like it when people film people. You think you're friends with somebody, you're having a conversation with them, you have some trust with them, and they're filming you, and you don't know it, or they're recording you. That's nasty. Woman who works as a caregiver, driver, incredible threat. Then Holder first pulled up to the burger joint. She testified that she spotted Hussle and got excited. She pulled into the lot, and Holder walked over to Hussle's group. She wanted a photo with Hussle. She also approached and said she heard Holder telling Hussle, "Cuz, have you ever told?" What the hell? She snagged a selfie with the rapper and then went back to the car, where she uploaded it to her Facebook profile. Holder, meanwhile, picked up his fries and returned to the car. As they drove around the block, he took out a weapon, loaded it. She testified. She said, "You're not going to do a drive-by my car." And then he put the gun away. Then she pulled over so he could eat. A few minutes later, he told her he'd be right back. Moments later, she said she heard what happened. I think she should be charged in a way. I don't think that's what happened. I think she knew what was about to happen. But I don't get it, man. I mean, she's definitely an accomplice. She provided the transportation to get there. Then it says, don't listen to the news, officer said, according to the testimony, turning her away. She called the police later that morning and told to return to the station. According to transcripts, detectives interviewed her for 5 hours, and she told them that before she heard the gunshots, Holder wanted to do a drive-by. Wow. And then it says, man, you know they got some paperwork on you. Hussle told Holder, according to Douglas, like, you need to maybe take care of that. You know, I don't know why. It's never, if someone was willing to tell on somebody, it's never worth talking to them about it, you know? Because they already are gone. They've already checked out. Then it also says, Lathan let her testify in a wheelchair because of his injuries, and he offered immunity to testify. Well, I mean, of course he should get immunity. He was there to pick up a t-shirt, and he got shot. He was still breathing, you know, like biting his tongue, and he was just trying to fight and gain consciousness, and then he was going out, and he kept fighting. Who's testifying this? Oh, this is somebody else that was getting lunch. Oh, man, this is so sad, man. Just before the shooter opened fire, Lathan testified. He said, "You're through." Oh, he said, "You're through." Wow. Well, hopefully Holder spends the rest of his life in jail, man. It's nasty out here, man. This is why you can't really, you know, as much as you want to give back to your community, there's certain people. There's a lot of people that will appreciate it, but there are certain people that will resent it. And it's sad. We've seen this story. Just people making it and staying around their neighborhood. That's bad in itself, you know, because some people can't handle it. Meaning, you know, the other people looking at your success. It's sad, man. It's JordanTower with JT News. Appreciate you guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another day of motivation. Now, in this talk, I'm going to be talking about how to be a winner, how to captivate people, and how to be magnetic to people. Like, how to attract people to you. How do you be a leader? Well, first and foremost, you have to know, and no matter whatever you're doing in life, that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out. So you got to put your best foot forward, risk it all, and just know that everything's going to work out and everything's going to be okay. You're not going to just fall on your feet. Sometimes you will, but it'll be okay. You just got to fight the fight and know that everything, and have faith in yourself that everything will be okay. Next, be the way that you are, and just be who you are. That's all that matters. Who you are matters more than what other people think. This is how you become yourself and become unique to others. If you're always following other people and worried about what other people think, and you follow what they do because you're worried about being different, then you're not going to be unique, and you're not going to be different than everybody. And then you're going to just be like the others, and then you're always never going to grow because you're always going to be wondering what they think about you. And that's not good. You have to be your own person with no fear and realize that everything's going to be okay. Even if they think ill of you, or they don't like, or they make fun of you, who cares? You are yourself. There's only one you. Don't be like everybody else and be a lemon. This is what leaders are. They believe in themselves and are who they are and don't care what other people think. Next up, have integrity and be honest. Don't lie at all. Don't leave doubt in people's minds. Even little white lies, like you did this or you picked this up at the store when you didn't do it, and you tell people what you think they want to hear. You lose integrity when these white lies come to fruition, when people realize, like, this guy's lying all the time. They don't know when to trust you. You want people to trust you no matter what. Without a doubt, they can trust everything you say is 100%. You don't want to leave any doubt in anybody's mind, and you don't want them to ever question you. A true leader, you lead, and you realize that once you follow them, they are telling you the truth, and that everything is going to be okay when you follow this person, because they wouldn't lead you down the wrong path. And if they are, they're going to be honest with you about it. You can't. You're hurting yourself. Even stop lying. If you ever tell white lies, stop it today. Stop telling lies today because you're just hurting yourself. Okay, next up, don't persuade people. Ask once, and if they don't follow through, let it go. Because when you start trying to convince people and persuade them, you seem needy. And when you seem needy, you seem desperate. And people don't want to be around desperate people. You just ask once and you move on and you go to the next thing. Keep it moving. Don't just keep trying to persuade people. They're going to be like, "What? Why is this guy want it so bad? It's like you so need it so bad. You seem so desperate," that they just want to push you away. And this is a way to demagnetize and push people away from you. And you do not want to do that. And you don't spend an ounce of time convincing anybody. You ask them once, and if they don't like it, let it go. Be confident in your purpose. When you walk into a room, and people ask you what you're doing, what are you doing here? Don't feel like you're just bragging. Be proud of what you're doing. Brag about it. Say, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'm doing this, and I'm going to do this next week. People like that. You have a plan. You're about something. Don't think that you're just bragging. You know how when you get into small chat with people and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I'm working on this with you." Be very confident and be very clear in what you're doing. Act like you have a plan, okay? You have it all planned out. You have it all figured out. You have a set path you're on. You're going to do this, and then you're going to do this, and you're doing this. Or I'm doing this, this, and this. And this is why I'm going to get to this. People like that. People are like, "Oh, this guy has it figured out." Or this guy has a blueprint in his mind of where he's going in life. That means a lot. That means a lot to people when you're in a group of people, okay? And next, be first. Be a leader. Be the first to volunteer. Be the first to do everything. Be the first to have an opinion. Be the first to applaud somebody and doing a great job. Be the first. Leaders are always first. Be the first to jump out the plane when you're doing a skydive. Everything, it applies to everything. Just be the first person. Don't hesitate. Lead the pack. This is a true leader. And then where I started, I said, everything will be okay. Do all this and realize that it'll all be okay. It'll all work out. You are who you are. You don't have to follow the next person. You be confident in who you are. Know your path. Be honest. And it'll all work out. And then always be first. And people will follow you. And you will lead. And you will be on the path to the success that you're destined to get in life, okay? And people will want to be around you, and you will have this ambiance of a winner. And that's what you just got to follow these steps. This is like the core to your being. Stop lying if you're lying today, and realize everything will be okay. All right, that's the broadcast for today. I hope this helps you guys in your future goals. I'll tune back in a day or so, and we'll get back to more motivation.